Hello, this is Say What I Want, and today we're going to make a mini hydrogen fuel cell. Very, very basic. This would be ideal for a school project if you're a teacher and you want to show, kids, how this whole idea works. If you're studying molecules and atoms and electrons and electrolysis, things like that, this would be a great project for them. Alright, well, let's get started. What you're going to need is a 3/4 inch piece of pipe, PVC pipe about 2 inches long. You're going to need 2 stainless steel screws. Stainless steel, it's a must. A water bottle cap. I got this one off a bottle of Ice Mountain. It's very good for this. And a little rubber gasket. Now this isn't necessary, but I use it because it provides a little bit more sealant upon it. Oh, and can't forget high industrial adhesive or clear coat caulk, for on the bathtub and junk. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mark the holes for the screws on the bottom of the cap. And got a Sharpie here. And we're going to measure in about right there and right there on the opposite ends. Okay? And then we're going to take a pen, just any old basic pen. This one has a little clicker. I know I've spent a couple hours doing that. And we're going to take the pen and we're going to poke the holes where we have marked. So kind of get through there. There's one. And there's the other. Okay, there we are. 2 holes perfectly punched through. Not perfectly, but they're punched through. Next, we're going to take the stainless steel screws. These are about 1.5 inches long. And we're going to thread them through the holes that we've just made with the pen. And this is going to take a minute, so just bear with me. Okay, when we get to the end, we're going to leave it about 1/4 inch sticking out. So about right there, a little bit, 1/4 inch. Okay, now we go through the long process of putting the other one through. Now the reason it seems like it's a little difficult for me to stick them through is because the cap is performing a seal around the screw, and that's really what you want. We don't want any water leaks because it's just going to be a big mess. Well, not a mini mess. Not too bad. Okay, almost there. And there we are. Okay. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so I have to line the grooves up. That's just how I am. Okay. Next, we're going to take the sealant, silicone. I'm using industrial strength craft adhesive. It's very, very strong stuff. It's waterproof, flexible, paintable. You could build a house with it, whatever. Okay. And then what we're going to do is I have a little cup of water over here, and I'm just going to dip my finger in it. Get my finger nice and wet, and then we're going to take about the size of a pea, and the water, what it does is, you see how it's sticking to my thumb? Okay, the water keeps it from sticking to your hands. So I should have put some water on my thumb, which I didn't, because I'm a dum-dum. Okay, and then we're going to take it and put it in the middle of the cap, and you're going to want to spread this around the screws, and then this will provide a sealant so none of the water escapes around the screws. Okay. Get it all the way around the screws. Remember that. I made that mistake before. Alright. And there we are. Can't see it because it's clear, but I guarantee you it is sealed very well. So there we go. And this will be our anode and electrode? Anode and cathode. There we are. Got to learn my proper terminology. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is take the 2-inch PVC pipe and the little washer. This is a 9/16 washer, inner diameter. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this around the pipe. Now, you don't have to do this. This is just my personal little preference because I think that it provides a little bit more sealant around the cap in the pipe because I'm a perfectionist and I like things to be nice. So there we are. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take the 2-inch PVC pipe and the cap and we're going to slide them together just like this. Okay. Now the thing you're going to notice, well, with the Ice Mountain bottle cap, is there's a little groove inside. There's the threads and there's a little groove inside. And what I do is I put this pipe inside of the inner grooves and it works perfect. Perfect. Couldn't be a more perfect design. And there we are. And to be honest, we're almost done. There's only one more thing we have to do. Now, I'm going to take a screwdriver right here, and I'm just going to use this to push down that gasket in there, just to make sure it's nice and tight. Mr. Perfectionist. Right? And then, to go one step further to make sure there are no leaks, I'm going to take another little bunch of glue with my fingers wet, because it will stick, and I'm going to slide it inside around the tube. Pack it in there. Be very neat. Okay, need a little bit more. And I'm starting to run out. This hardware, here I come. And one more little drop. And there we are. A mini hydrogen fuel cell. Perfect for class projects, teaching kids how this works. Or if you're like me, the reason I made this is because I had a dispute with one of my friends a few weeks ago, and he was telling me it is impossible to make hydrogen gas from water. And he passed high school, I don't know how. He's a complete moron because we all learned H2O, 2 parts hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. And he just really did not believe that you could do it. So I didn't feel like bringing my big one that I have with me everywhere, making this large amount. I just needed to show him that it worked. So I made this little bugger. So we set that one aside, let it dry for a good amount of time, make sure it's very well dry. Let it dry overnight if you're doing this for a class project. And then you'll have the finished product right here. And to show you that it does work and how you will power this, I'm going to I have a little bit of sodium bicarbonate, baking soda. Now there are better electrolytes that you can teach your kids about, or students I should say, but sodium bicarbonate, baking soda is the most abundant one I can think of that you should use. So put a little bit in there, about 1/4 teaspoon, or not even, a little less than that. I'm going to take some water right here, Fill it up just a little bit. That's a little too much because it's so small. And then to power this, the ingenious thing is the two screws are right next to each other. So we have a 9-volt battery is all it takes. Touch it right to the bottom. And there you are. Hydrogen gas, or browns, however you want to call it. So there you are, a mini hydrogen fuel cell, great for class projects, science fairs, or showing up your friends who just don't believe you.